Hey everybody, it's Wednesday. It's why not time. Everybody's here. We got a big panel tonight. We got some cool topics. It's going to be an interesting discussion. So here we go. First up, he's a newcomer. I forgot to upload the video, but it is Critical Hits.
Hey, thanks for having me on, Flat. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, doing good. Next up, he's one part of the NWO. He likes to drink a lot. He's not quite Canadian, but it's close enough. It is Soda Pop Comics.
What's up, fam? And I don't know if I like to drink a lot. I just am capable of drinking a lot. It's a skill set, sir.
Well, we'll see. Again, we didn't find out who could drink more last year. I think we're gonna have to try again.
Game on.
All right.
When he starts to speak, one shot man, and the room goes west. Spake live, make him stand back.
Oh yeah. All right. Next, we've got the ever infamous, crazy old man, the OG. He was there when it all started. This was whatnot in its infancy. He was there because he's that damn old. It is Joey DWW1.
Hello, everybody. How you doing today? Thank you for. That should be illegal.
I'm sorry, but the guy, not the guy hitting the computer, the other guy. I swear to God, that's Tucker Carlson. Seriously, I'm gonna play it again. Tell me I'm wrong.
It does look like one.
Is that not Tucker Carlson? All right. We also have the crazy man from the North. He's the only Canadian that the panel actually can tolerate in his Alien Warrior comics.
What's up, everybody?
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my dear, and place them both in mine.
Next, we have the what not, why not accountant. She is making sure everybody stays in tune. It is Skip and Stone.
Hi, guys. Nice to be here. Thank you, Santa.
Bud. Wines. Bud. Wines. Bud. Bud. Wines. Bud.
And we're gonna play it because critical upload because I forgot to. Here it is.
Oh, I get my video.
Yeah, we're gonna. I have to crunch it down a little bit for not this one, but for future.
Hey, what's going on?
It's mine, Daddy. Noah keeps taking away from me.
Noah, give it back.
No.
Noah, give it back.
No.
I said give it back now. Noah! Larry, what the hell are you doing? Larry! You can't just... Oh,
Larry. Oh, are you all right? How did...
Barry!
Oh my God! What the heck? Oh, jeez.
That one could almost go with Spankman.
Oh
and of
my
course,
word.
he comes in late, so we're gonna make him wait. It is the Pork Master Supreme, Omen Bids.
I'm just a baby. Thanks for having me, boss.
Bacon?
No, I want my bacon. I gotta tell you something. Bacon is good for me.
Classic.
It is.
Classic.
It is.
Bacon is good for you. And we've got some people in the chat. Kareem Johnson. Nice. Skippin's in there. Omen's in there. We got other people as well. We've got Skippin's mom. Thank you for coming out. All right. Well, we're going to go around the horn. We're going to talk with our initial, just like we always do. We're going to go with good versus bad. All right. Let us know what you saw this week on Whatnot, whether it be good or bad. We're going to start with critical.
The good is I ordered some older books, Silver Age books, and they showed up pretty good. New seller packaged it very well, actually. And the bad is I went to a veteran seller and bought an older book, and they shipped it in a bubble mailer with no cardboard, and it got folded in half in my mailbox. So sometimes the new sellers know what they're doing.
Maybe when they listen to stuff like this, it definitely helps. Mr.
Right.
Soda Pop.
I have a good. I got really good deals this past week. I got an ASM 129 and a Tomb 10 for both for less than $800. So I was,
Nice. What condition?
Yeah.
they need some love, but I mean it's an ASM and a Tomb 10 that are not pieces of shit. So
Very nice.
I was happy.
Cool. All right, Mr. Joey.
I'm gonna be truthful with you. I have nothing bad or nothing good today.
What?
Wow.
Yes, I have
Come
nothing.
on.
Not whatsoever.
Don't show off because Punisher's not here.
No, seriously.
All right.
Where is Punisher?
He said he wasn't going to make it tonight.
Oh, okay.
I assume he probably got some more books to process from the collection. Alien, what have you got for good and bad?
For good, I started the eBay live training this week, which is cool. Pretty straightforward. Looks like they basically copied Whatnot. Yeah. For
Not
bad,
really.
I don't know if I got one. The only thing, okay, yeah, I got a bad one. Listen to this, you guys. I bought my daughter a Murder Jones book, and it's like a 1 in 500, right? But I hit it so well, I can't find the darn thing. So that's my good and bad.
That sucks, dude.
That's foul.
Yeah, yeah.
I can relate.
All right, Skipping. Good and bad.
I don't have anything bad to say. And honestly, I haven't been on Whatnot much this week, but what I have been on there, I got Thumper, as we were saying backstage, and I'm really excited about that. But I really ain't got nothing good or bad. Sorry, I have nothing really to share. I'm just here sitting, looking pretty, and enjoying.
So pretty, oh so pretty.
Enjoying the ambiance of the show. Sorry.
Mr. Omen. Good and bad.
Joey touched on it last week, but I want to kind of drag it along into this week. Seen more of new sellers doing all the right things instead of all the wrong things, and it's refreshing to see all the resilience from the past few slow weeks of sales. Everyone's been keeping it trooping, keeping it positive. So love to see that. I've just been kind of hanging out myself. Haven't done many shows, just preparing stuff on the back end. But my bad is that Skipping Stones is almost done with her comics and is moving on to other categories. But we're going to follow her along anyways, because that's what we do.
Oh, I love you.
All right.
I guess that was a good thing. I did sell 2,400 books this weekend, so
Nice.
Killed it.
Damn.
Crushing it.
And my good and bad, let's see. I'm not going to start with the bad because I'm going to go off here in a second. So I'm going to start.
Oh,
yeah, he
shit.
has. Oh, yeah. Punisher's not here, so someone's got to do it.
He's stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, absolutely. The good is on Mr. Soderpop stream yesterday. I finally got gangster ass barista number 1.
I saw that.
It's about damn time.
Stop asking for it now.
Oh, no. I'm still going to ask for number 2. And
Oh,
thankfully, there's only 3 issues in the series.
I'm just gonna block it in my naughty words list.
Okay.
I get flagged every time you say gangster in my chat.
So that was the good. Here comes the bad, because this is going to be a rant. Whatnot is absolute, complete, and utter garbage. They are the worst company I might have
CGC.
ever run across. CGC is up there, but Whatnot is, the support for Whatnot is fucking non-existent. They are incapable of actually figuring out when I say a sentence. When I say this is the problem specific, here are screenshots, this is what I'm trying to do. They are like, well, it's a canned response. You can do this, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm not fucking trying to do that. I'm telling you exactly what I'm trying to do. Number 1. Number 2, I sent off a package to the UK. They claim it didn't need a customs form. It did, because it got sent back with it stamped. It needs this custom form. And when I ask, hey, where is it in my seller tools to print out this custom form, they don't answer. They are garbage. Like, I mean, this is ludicrous.
They haven't taught the AI how to answer that question yet.
This isn't the AI. This is people answer. Like, I'm so sick of this garbage. I'm glad that Soderpop is a premium seller. Congratulations, dude. That's fucking awesome. But it helps that you get a person you can talk to. Because you know what? I will wring somebody's neck if they come back with another garbage fucking response.
So that problem that I had last week with the shipping, where they said I didn't send it, but the customer actually had the package, it affected my thing. Well, they said, okay, we're marking it as delivered, but there's nothing we can do. And then I got this blanket response after replying back every time. And I was like, this is bullshit. It fixed my thing. I want it back up to 100%. I don't want 99.6 because it was your error. You should fix it. You're acknowledging it was your error, so fix it. And I kept getting the same cut and paste response every time.
Well,
so finally I was like, sir or ma'am, this is not your fault. I am not irritated with you. I understand you're just trying to do your job, but you need to understand where I'm coming from. I work hard, blah, 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 blah. Please, as a human being, just do what you can do. Then I got an actual human response. Thank you for being understanding. I'm not going to give you the runaround. we literally cannot do anything about it. We do not have that capability. Once it's in there, it's stuck. And I was
No, it's not.
well,
They're
They
just creative.
they
No
they
way.
they might be able to do it, but trust me, they can get rid of it. It's fucking math. It's absolute math.
Back end
They can remove-
database updates. That's
Yes,
math.
exactly. I'm so sick of this fucking garbage.
We've already established they don't know how to do math.
Well, the problem is that every time you get a response back from them, it's a blanket answer,
Yep.
1, 2, or 3 times,
cut and
and
paste.
and they ask you, can you please, reiterate it a little bit more? Can you give us more
Or
information?
can you
And that's
provide the order number and it's already
Yeah, and the order number, and then they'll come back and they'll give you another one saying, "Oh, we need this also," and then they'll come back and give you another one. "Oh, we need this also." So what turns out to be a 10-minute fix turns out to be almost a week or two in getting it fixed.
Yeah. So
I don't
I'm
have this
like,
problem on eBay. Just saying.
like this is absolutely their support is garbage. I'm sorry I had to go off on it, but my God, this has been absolutely terrible.
It's a nightmare. It takes away your time.
Canadian sellers, international sellers are given the fucking middle finger every which way but loose, and I'm getting sick of it. I really am.
I agree, dude. And I had a similar situation. Like, I wanted to do an export, right? And I was like a technical guy. I'm like, look, I know what I want to do. Open up the damn API. Give me staging, I said. Don't give me production. I'm like, give me the goddamn staging environment. I'll test my code. I'll promote it. You can check it. I want to export. And I got this canned response. Oh, you can import your data. I'm like, no.
No, that's another thing. Yeah, fuck. Like, you fucking the little. I was talking with Joey about this. I did an import from fucking Spot or Shopify. I could only do three items, and then it's not there. It's like, yeah, it imported fine. Shopify's like, yep, imported fine. Here's the thing, and I think I sent you screenshots, Alien. It's garbage. It doesn't work. Like, fuck, I'm getting sick of this.
Thank you for telling me, because I was literally going to go list on Shopify right after the show. So,
well, I can tell you that
saved me a fucking headache.
It does work because I've done it 5 times already.
It's finicky. That's the issue. Is
You
just
gotta-
like
you gotta
the
have
OBS
everything.
plugin.
I have everything set exactly as it should be.
It chooses when it wants to work and not. I mean, it's like just a coding mismatch. If that code, when you submit that spreadsheet, it's whether whatnot wants to accept it or not. I mean, that's why I stopped using OBS, was because half the time the plugin works, the other half it doesn't.
That's true.
Sometimes it disconnects.
So I don't have a problem with OBS, but I don't want their fucking OBS garbage. What I want is a proper RTS.
OBS doesn't make money.
I agree with you
URL.
100% on that. No, that's 100% agreed upon.
Oh my
They
God.
need to.
And on top of that, with the EU, I think they just released, it was like a €3 customs duty on July 1st. Well, eBay already updated us for that, and they sent an email out. I don't think Whatnot has updated for that whatsoever. So is that going to result in buyers being charged at the door? It kind of, like you said, they give the big middle finger to the international sellers.
Basically,
It's going to be like us right now, sending to the United States where the tariff has to be prepaid before it can ship.
Yeah, I've had that happen. I bought stuff and they turn around and then before they ship it, they send me a notice. You have to pay this $37 for tariffs.
Yeah. So, anyways, this rolls right into our first topic, which is international shipping for sellers. And why I wanted to bring it up, A, because the shit that's happened to me, but B, because of the fact of new sellers might get some international buyers in their shows, and they're going to get screwed. They're going to have your money's going to be held up already to begin with, but because you don't have your 1,000 sales, but you're going to have more time because of shit getting sent back because Whatnot does not know how to do this crap properly. It's garbage. Anyways, I'm going to start with Alien because Alien's probably dealt with most of this, but I'm going to go to everybody and see what your experience for international sales, like to UK to whatever, and how you've dealt with it. Alien.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, international shipping, that's fun. During not the pandemic, the last time they had the problem with the post office, I had to pay out of pocket for one of my shipments, and it was like $150, I swear.
Mhm.
Small little box, I think two comics to Germany. And I was just like, okay, that was a complete waste of money. So I learned from that later, but I had an interesting thing happen. I got a support ticket that says one of your items is being returned to you. Customer pleads that they don't have it or something. So I messaged the guy and I'm like, did you not get it? And he's like, no, I didn't get it. I'm like, okay, I'll look into it. So I looked in further, followed the tracking, and it says the refused delivery, I believe, was the error. And this was at least 2 weeks ago. So I haven't received the book back yet. And I'm kind of getting worried now for my customer, really, because like this guy's expecting the book and he never got it apparently, and it's being sent back to me. So I don't know what is reasonable to wait for it to come back. That aside, for international shipping, it's been pretty good. With UPS and Canada Post, Whatnot generates the bill for me. There are some times, though, that to Glenn's point, the stupid system doesn't call the web service for Canada Post, so we get an error. I can't generate the receipt. That happened last week, actually. For another German customer, the same guy. It's almost like it's cursed or something. Poor guy. But anyway, yeah. So aside from the bugs in Whatnot and the shipping I mentioned, it's been pretty good. I gotta say that's been okay. But when they do have errors, though, they're critical errors, and they do stop production. Like I had to wait like 6 hours to get a reply from support, and I had plans to go to the post office, make my rounds, right? And it's just another trip out and so on. So it's just annoying, right? And plus time is money and all that sort of stuff. So it's like that can be frustrating. But think of other things. Like I'll add it after as the panel goes.
Okay. We're going to go to Mr. Soderpop. Have you had to deal much with international shipping, and what has your experience been?
Yeah, about once every, I'd say on average, I'd say it's like a week and a half. I get either to UK, Canada. There's been a couple to Italy, Germany, but knock on wood, I have not had a problem. I've gotten nervous because sometimes it's a 3-sheet thing that I have to put on there. Sometimes it's a 2. Yesterday from Pixel, it was only 1. So I don't know. It's all weird, but I've never had something come back. I've never had a problem. I'm hoping it doesn't start now because I don't want to restrict where I'm shipping.
I hear you. Well, here's the question. It was to your UK.
Yep. Your last night Pixel was UK. Yep.
Okay. Here's the thing. Did you get what is it, a CN23 form?
There was a form, that I had to attach to the package. Yes.
Okay, perfect. I didn't get that.
But there was no other mailing thing. It was literally, that's all I got.
Like I got all they gave me was the packing slip and the what do you call it? And the tracking or the label. And it says right on the label, CN23 or CCN23 attached document. So when I got it
Yeah,
back
see, I
and
didn't
it
get
had
that.
it stamped, no CN 22/23. So I had to go on the website, go to British government, get the form, do it manually. I'm like, anyways,
Yeah, I
you're
hope I don't have.
lucky.
I've never had a problem yet, so I don't know. Maybe that'll be my first two.
Who knows? Like, that's what I'm saying is, I hope you don't. And you know what? You're probably, most of the time they're getting through, but I don't know. Mine was,
Because they're Canadian.
it's supposed to be under 270 pounds sterling. So basically about $500, and under 2 kilograms. Anything under that is, you need the like even a what do you call it? A Gemini should be that too. You need that form, but I don't know why they're not doing it for everything. Anyways. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Rick.
No,
Sorry.
you're good. Like I said, it only came out with the one sheet that had the dude's address on it. I had to sign it, so I, put it on that was it. Plus the packing slip, of course. But so I don't know. But that's not abnormal.
Yeah, see, I didn't have to do any. I had to sign the actual form, but yeah, I never got that thing that should have been there.
Yeah, well, I didn't get any second form to go with it. I just got the one that had his address on it that, seller has to sign. That was all.
Yeah,
that's all I got.
It needs to have the declaration of who it came from, who it's going to, what the item is, what the cost is, what the weight is, and what the country of origin is. That's what has to be on the form.
Yeah, that's all on the first form that I got. So the only
yeah,
form.
well, I'm just saying mine didn't even print that out for me. I had to make.
So you just got like a regular packing slip?
Yes, and a packing slip and my thing. That's it. That's all I got. I'll show it to you after.
Yeah, I'd love to see it, just because that's
okay.
Weird.
Yep. Okay, Mr. Joey, what have you experienced?
I've sent out a few. Recently I just sent one out to Denmark, and I feel that we have it a lot easier on the United States sides of doing the international shipping, because when I sent out that package, it printed out everything that I needed. Slap it on the box and go with no problems. I didn't have any problems with getting any other forms or anything that I needed. It went to Denmark. So I really never had a problem. Any international package that I've sent out, I've never had a problem.
Okay, well, that's awesome. Alien knows Red Hot. When Tom and Mike were there, when they were sending off a bunch of stuff to UK, it was like 4 or 5 packages until Whatnot got it right.
Wow,
so
that's terrible.
Yeah, but that was 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago, though.
All I can say here, guys, is it's great that we're bringing this up, because I don't know if there's a blog we can follow to see these rules changing. Because other than you texting me earlier, buddy, I wouldn't have known about this.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Skipping. Have you had to do much international stuff, and what is your examples and experiences been?
So yes, I do international shipping, and I've never had any problems. I do get the printout of the declaration form, and I slap it on the package, and I move on. I ship it off and I move on. But I want to say something about your messages and the canned messages that you're getting, and from on the inside point of view. Now, I haven't worked for Whatnot, so certainly there's that variable. But having worked in a call center, support center environment for a good decade, and when I worked for the airline company that or manufacturer that we all know and love here in the United States and certainly here in Washington. Their call center, they have, and I'm assuming it's done the same way because you're getting the same type of response. They hire entry level people that are taught a code for this response. The person comes in for this response. You put the code in, and the code types in the message, and and you hit enter, and you go on to the next one. And you've got to do so many messages within. You've got your quotas for your amount of messages and responses you do, and you're not taught to think beyond what code you need to answer the message with. You're not taught to, or you're not encouraged to use your brain at all to resolve the issues. It's just a quick can message and move on to the next one to get the majority of the messages out, and hopefully the person goes away until it gets elevated to a higher level of response. And sometimes that can take weeks. Sometimes that can never happen, and it certainly takes a lot of effort to get it to that point. And that was the experience that I experienced during my time there, and it was very frustrating as someone who is a thinker and a problem solver. When I was in that entry level position until I moved up into the second, third, fourth, and fifth level of support team, and that I'm sure is what's going on with whatnot with their messages. If it's not AI and it's actually a person that's doing that, that's what's happening. They're just okay. He's got a shipping issue, whatever, blah blah blah, whatever the issue is. It's type A2 and hit enter, and that sends out the canned message, and it's extremely frustrating. And if a person gives a flying anything about their job, it's probably frustrating for the person on the backside too. That's not always the case. It certainly wasn't the case in my career. It was maybe 1 out of every 20 that actually cared. The rest of them cared about the quota, and the few of us that cared got tired of seeing the same message from the same person and was expected to provide the same response, even though we knew damn well that's not what the person wanted. So now I'm going to sit back because I've got nothing else to say and look pretty. I'm sorry I couldn't provide more, but yeah, I don't know. My experience hasn't been any issues with the international shipping, and my question is there something with the Canadian shipping to the countries versus the United States shipping?
That was my question also.
Because it sounds like us United States sellers are not having the problem that it sounds like you are.
True.
Yeah, it does. We're not getting that sheet.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. I mean, international shipping is all over the world. I mean, it should be set in a way that it's the right way for everybody to do the shipping, right or wrong?
You would think so.
Yeah, I got you.
You would think so, but no.
Could be
all right. Could be. All right, Omen. What about you? What have you seen?
Yeah, just like everyone else, I haven't really had very many issues. The only issue being cost is the number one complaint on my end from buyers. I have had buyers from Australia and never had to print out or send a form. So that's kind of something new to me. I'll have to explore and dig into as I kind of become accustomed to that. But like you guys said, I do wish Whatnot kind of streamlined the process, made it more simple and more universal across the board. So, different demographics in different countries are experiencing, blocked sales or anything like that. I mean, the U.S. can't, according to the Whatnot help page, we still can't purchase from Europe, UK, and Australia. I haven't seen that myself to confirm, but that takes away money out of their pockets and takes away potential inventory or books that we're looking for out of our stock. So all around, I think that they could do a lot better, and hopefully they do that soon before the frustration, hits a peak with both buyers and sellers.
Nice. All right. Yeah, I really wish I knew what was going on. Like, I mean,
To add, I'm a little more concerned with international with these upcoming changes. I mean, it hasn't affected us in the US because we have the priority boxes and the priority shipping, but I'm more than confident with the direction things are headed. Those are going to be even more elevated shipping costs under ground advantage. So what that's going to look like will be another experiment that we have to go through.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
So
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I mean, if they buy under 5 pounds, what's that's going to be? If they buy over 5 pounds, what is that going to be? Just a lot of questions that they leave out in the open, and I think that they could build a better relationship with their sellers, because without us, they're nothing. Buyers and sellers. Sorry, they could definitely involve us a little more in the conversation with regular updates, like Alien had said. But right now, unless you're regularly refreshing that help article page every single day, you have no way of staying in the loop. And there's too many of those help articles to stay in the loop every single day. So a streamlined process for that stuff would definitely help, but I don't see it on the horizon since it hasn't been of importance to them thus far.
oh yeah, it's
It's just a simple change log. I mean, you and I know this.
Yeah, I know.
Simple change log that they can put on their help article page, but we don't know what they're changing when. I mean, luckily I searched it just now thanks to the topic, and I see that there was a change to the international shipping and customs help page today.
Yeah.
It says,
I would say, yeah, having a what's new or what's changed in the last, basically is essentially a change log.
The only thing I see is I go up there and I go for eBay updates and whatnot updates, and it brings you, to the same stuff that I've seen for the last 7-8 months.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It doesn't highlight what changed or what
I can share my screen, guys, if you want.
Yeah, we can. Sure.
There's
eBay has an announcement and a news.
Yeah, I can show you guys basically. Yes. Share screen. And I want to share window. I want to share this. Share. All right. Can you guys see my Grok screen here, guys?
It's about to add. I just did it, but hold on. Why is it not showing?
Okay.
Hold on, remove. Added it to the thing. It's not either on your end. It's not pushing because I can't put it to the stage.
All right. I'll just explain it. It basically says there's a number of things we can do, like subscribe to email alerts. And I can put this together, guys, in a document or something if you guys like and share with the team. But there's a number of sites like that they say here, like to check, like the U.S. Customs and Border, Canada Border Services, Canada Post, USPS, major carriers. And then there's a link here to the FedEx regulatory news page. So there's a number of ways we can do it. That says also to bookmark and check these core websites regularly. cbp.gov in the trade section, and USPS.com. In Canada, it's the border page, CanadaPost.ca. Additional best practice: use a customs broker for complex shipments. That's probably a higher cost.
Mm-hmm.
For business and e-commerce, consider compliance software. That's another.
I think that's a great start with those resources, but even with those, what sucks is you sign up for them and then you start getting blasted with things that aren't exactly relevant to you or that don't pertain to the whatnot side of things. But just for general information, I think you're absolutely correct that that's a great resource.
Well,
Whatnot
that
needs to do
shouldn't.
the same.
You should be signing up to Whatnot. Everything
Yep,
else,
exactly.
if they use Canada Post, if they use whatever, they're the ones that should be aggregating this information for their sellers. Do
Well,
they want?
I got a question for you guys. How come Whatnot for international shipping never went to DHL to set up an account with them and get us something like that?
Slow.
Because
It's
they're
slow.
That's
I mean,
my
They
it's
only
probably
slow.
explanation.
couldn't get the contract that was where they could profit from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is that I've gotten packages from Peru in 3-4 days
Yeah.
through DHL. So I don't understand. I guess.
Anyways, we're gonna go to well, Omen, you went. What have you got for that you've done in like what do you call it, shipping?
Oh no,
Like,
I
what have
already
you done? Yeah, okay. So we're gonna go to the meth head.
went.
Everybody,
Oh, God.
everybody, welcome in the meth head. It is Jenny Jingles.
Welcome, Jenny.
I have arrived.
Everyone's like, wait.
This place sucks! No! No! I think it's about time Castle Grayskull had a makeover. Why don't we start with a tampon machine? No!
See, we always knew putting in a tampon machine for Jenny Jingles.
That explains it all.
Oh God.
All right, Mr. Punisher, what have you had for experience for international shipping?
Well, it can be a real pain in the ass, especially if you don't do it right, because that has to go through customs. It has to go, many more people touch it, and it's got to go through a lot longer process. And you kind of get a little nervous because once it leaves the country, you don't really know what those other countries, how it's going to get there. I've heard horror stories. I actually had a person today that sent a $300 quilt over to France. It took 4 weeks to get there, and they sent it back. Say it was not allowed in the country.
What?
What?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's
Wait,
all kinds.
what? A quilt
Yes.
is not allowed in the country of France, huh?
Correct. So all these different countries, I don't believe we have the same luxury on Whatnot that basically tell you what's barred. I can tell you when we enter that information, when we hit different countries, it's very eye-opening what a lot of these countries will not allow. I know for a fact that some of the Middle Eastern countries especially do not allow female-oriented books, and they have to send it over a special way in order to try to get it into the country. Plus, if you also ship something overseas where like you might give like an extra book or a gift or something, you can't really do that because it goes by the number of actually items in the thing. So if it says it has 4 books, they open it up, it says 5, there's a question mark. It red flags it. So basically what I've had to do is give them stickers. Sometimes you can stick like prints in the back of the sleeve so it looks like it's part of the book. It's different things you can do if you wanted to give a little extra something for people, but you got to make sure everything is together. Luckily, with Whatnot, you don't have to do all the different forms because it comes, even though it separates, you need to make sure that you keep the 2 forms separate and get that special sleeve that needs to go on the package. Because if you just send it with the label, then you're in trouble because then it's going to get sent back to you.
Yep. It has to be that clear
Yes,
thing.
it's a special customs thing that gets attached. So one form goes to the customs. They open it up. It's supposed to be able to be open. They need to check it. Then it goes to the next country. It goes through their customs. And then another thing that could be very, very difficult too is when it gets to a different country that maybe doesn't understand the English language as much, it can be very, very difficult for them to translate what it is. So handwriting's very important. I know a lot of those overseas. Some of them are really long. Some have a bunch of numbers. Some of them are really out there, but it needs to be crystal clear. So you just got to make sure you take your time, especially if you got to handwrite anything.
All right, so I got a question for you, Punisher.
Oh,
you're
sorry, Jenny
saying-
Jingles is leaving. See you.
All right, Jenny.
All right.
So-
Yeah. What's up, Joey?
So I sent the package to Denmark. Okay.
Okay.
And I put it in a flat rate box. I poly bagged it. I taped it all up, and it got there, and the package was never even opened.
That's possible. I mean, because in customs they're x-raying it. And if it gets through the x-ray, because you got to realize they have lots of packages, even
Gotcha.
though it has been less ever since the tariffs have really put a lot of hurt on some overseas. But the people from overseas really want a lot of the American products, especially in the comic books, because I can tell you, for example, I have an artist friend of mine that's been selling a lot overseas at this point, and the UK is really loving it, and they're willing to pay the price because those people over there don't have access to them.
Well, it's correct to the fact. Not only do they X-ray it, but a lot of times with UPS, my mom worked at customs, my wife works at customs. What they'll do is they will get, let's say, 1,000, 2,000 book or whatever packages, right, for the next hour, and they will just say they will send a list to UPS or USPS or in our Canada Post or whatever, and they'll say pull these because these are getting inspected.
And UPS has their own planes, and they have
Yeah.
a separate section of customs, if I'm not
Correct.
wrong.
Yeah, it's absolutely correct. Yeah, actually, here in Fort Erie at the Peace Bridge, UPS and customs are actually connected in the same building.
They have like their special express line.
Yeah, it's and they what's called a walkthrough, which is like somebody actually physically going and walking. But all that stuff gets done. The paperwork actually gets brought over by a person in a car and a courier ahead of time, and it gets entered on the American side, and then it gets couriered over, and the stuff that's needed gets pulled, and the boxes get pulled. It's all done even before the packages actually get shipped over the border.
You know, I've had a number of people that use the forwarders, the not freight forwarders, but the international forwarders.
Mhm. Yep.
And so it goes like down to Florida, or it goes to another port area, and it goes to their address, and they do all that stuff. And if there's a problem, which I did have one that had a problem when back in my nightmare day of when I misshipped a bunch of shit. And by the time he got it, it showed that it had already been delivered to that forwarder. And then it took another month or so. It was like 2-3 months past the time. By the time the person actually got it. And I don't know why I'm even saying this, but I was just saying that sometimes some of my international shipping goes that way. Is what my point was, which doesn't help anything. So never mind.
No.
Well, you have to realize these remote countries, even some of these countries, even Denmark or France or anything, it's not run like what you see the United States Postal Service or maybe even Canadian Post, where they're hitting every house every day. I mean, they may only go to certain areas. I mean, you don't know where these people are ordering from. I mean, they might be way out of the way. It'd be like me driving from here to Skippin's house. You know what I mean? Like that far out of the way.
Yep.
So
Come on now.
um,
I'm just down the street.
yeah.
Well,
Well, let me give a shout out real quick. I want to personally thank Skippin for the special gift today. I really do appreciate it.
I want to thank you for the year of dedication. I appreciate it.
The love.
Oh,
is
you'll be getting a special gift back.
Am I
taken
getting
away
reach
your
around his
handwriting.
thing?
yeah. Is Punisher putting reach arounds in his? Well.
Oh, just wait till that remark comes back.
It's a very
what?
special one.
I think
Yeah, but
what's important, though, what Punisher said was the handwriting. I think that's key. I mean,
Yeah.
wherever possible, I'm going to print the label on the computer.
Yeah.
Because that will reduce errors. I do handwrite them. So good call out, buddy.
Yeah.
Especially if it goes to Asia. Asia
Yeah.
seems to be one of the most difficult areas for them to translate the language. And if it's not on there, and if you're like you said, if you print it out, if you can, because things disappear quickly over there.
Well, one thing that you brought up was just getting. They're not going to go to sites all the time, but here's something that I wish Whatnot would do, and that's if somebody makes an offer to you on a buy it now, and you're like, okay, well, this seems like a good offer. It should be like have a flag beside their name on which country they live in. So, because that's going to determine, in my opinion, whether I'm going to accept that or not. Because it's more hassle, at least that I've found, when it's from another country. It sucks, but it is what it is.
I'm going to disagree with you on that because what is your job on Whatnot? Your job is to actually have a show or put stuff in your bin. And
Yep.
if you show it, somebody buys it from you, no matter what. We're not going to pick and choose who buys it from us unless we block them because of some reason. And if they
No.
choose it,
They didn't buy it. They
your job
offered.
is to not only show the item and make sure you present the item properly, then you ship the item. After that, it is on Whatnot.
It's more hassle. It's extra work when stuff comes back and I have to waste time out of my day to redo this and redo that. I'm sorry, time is money. And if I had the opportunity to say, okay, this is going to a country that I know is going to be a problem, and things like Canada Post, where you can't, they're stopping service to a bunch of countries now. These are things that I would like to know. I don't want to accept an offer and then be like, oh, well, this is now to this country. I can't ship it.
Yeah, a lot of companies do that sell international charge an extra handling fee for international because of that very reason.
Well, you do have the option of canceling the order.
I can, but that goes against you. And that
I know, but it's still an option.
It is.
But it hurts your business.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is just give me the option to let me know where the person is buying from. What's the problem? Like, I'm sorry, then I have the opportunity to say yes or no. It's my business.
You mean like putting a flag beside like they do to Canadian sellers?
Yes, exactly.
Maybe that's all they need to do is put a flag by their name if they're not part of the United States.
I'm okay with that. That's why I said earlier is, hey, just put a flag by their name so I know instantly where they're from, and I can decide whether to accept the offer. And this isn't, okay, I ran a show and they bought during a show and I didn't realize till later. This is when if they make an offer in the bin.
I think maybe the best thing to do, buddy, is just tap on their user profile when you get a offer and just see what you can see. And then
I did, and I couldn't.
Yeah, a lot of people I've noticed, a lot of buyers don't even have anything in their profile.
But you might actually experience that more, especially being in Canada, due to the fact that you guys don't have the tariffs like the United States does at this point.
What do you mean we everything that comes into the country has GST or HST
No, I'm
slapped
saying
on?
going out.
Oh, going out? Actually, yes, they do.
Oh,
They
okay.
do have in other countries, and especially with comics. Even though comics isn't in the United States, the problem is the reverse tariffs because the book that I sent out was an absolute Batman #1. It is point of origin in United States, so they're going to get tariffed because it is.
Well, we can't control what they do in other
No,
countries.
no, correct. I agree. I'm just saying for the hassle, it would be nice to be able to say, hey, this is someone from Sweden. They're going to be a hassle to send all this stuff. And especially, and if they're not giving me the proper documentation to do it and I have to do it myself and figure it out, that takes more time and money too. Like,
Does
I'm just getting,
when you get an offer from someone, because I don't do that typically, and when I do post something, it's for someone, right? Does it show who the person is offering, the person's name of the person that's making the offer? Like if Punisher sent me an offer on something, would it say it was from Punisher?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it says
So
exactly.
can you message them and ask them
It
where they're
just wouldn't
from?
show his address
Yeah,
or their
No, I
address.
understand that, but you'd be able to then message them and say, "Hey, what country are you in?"
You could, but with the whatnot messaging system, if you're not friends, a lot of times it gets into
Goes into the hidden box.
yeah, like that's another thing I'm
I've
to
been
talk
caught.
about.
Let me ask you a question. Would it change the currency rate? That may be a way to be able to tell.
No, because that's on their end. We can't. That's why we can't see the U.S. price when we post something. We post in Canadian dollars. Only you guys see it with the strikeout and then the U.S. equivalent underneath it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I wish you could. But anyways, I'm just bringing it up because new sellers are going to get some international buyers, right? More people are buying. This is a global world when we're getting for collectibles. It's people like definitely Australia. I'll tell you, for them to buy it in their area, it's expensive. For like a cheap $5 ASM book, they're looking at spending probably $30 to $50.
Yep.
In Australia. It's ridiculous.
One thing I've seen with international buyers is they ask for you to bundle it all together, so it'd be easier on them.
Yes. Yeah. Correct. And it's, as I said, it's just something that I think new sellers are going to probably run into at some point. So I thought, hey, let's see what everyone's experience has been. Let's see if we can figure out some ways that to help them out.
It's a good way to learn how to say thank you in Dutch or something.
Yeah.
Write that on your thank you note.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to go into topic number 2, and that's because Alien did get accepted into the eBay Live. And since we've got Joey and Omen both here, I want first to see what the updates have been on eBay Live. So, Joey, start us off.
I'd rather let Omen go first on that one.
Okay.
Well, Joey's been on there more than I have, so no, I'll put my 2 cents in real quick. I haven't been able to hop on eBay enough just with everything going on with the Chicago trip, working on things on the back end, listings, new job, what have you. So it's still something that I'm really ambitious to get up and running. But I have been keeping up to date with some of the updates and announcements on the back end. And I think I mentioned this last week with some of the shipping changes there as well, where we're seeing some of the USPS hiccups affect us over there as well with, for example, I forget the exact numbers off the top of my head. I'm having a brain fart, but I believe it's anything like 2 pounds and 1 ounce plus is cheaper than shipping anything under 2 pounds. So I just ran into this a couple days ago when I sold listing. I had to change it from an 18 ounce vinyl to a 2 pound 1 ounce package. And obviously I just left the rest of it empty, but sent it out that way and ended up paying $2.10 less in shipping. So there are shipping changes across the board, across all selling platforms. And I think it's very important to stay fluent on what's what and what's happening where, so that you can make those proper adjustments as needed.
Nice. All right.
And just a real quick add, the way I stay up to date on those eBay changes is eBay reseller groups on Facebook. There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch for Whatnot as well. And I unfortunately haven't found the Whatnot ones as useful. Unfortunately, it's a lot of people just kind of whining and complaining most of the time, not really anything constructive per se. But I, sift through those once in a while and find something good as well. So I do recommend joining those groups as well and, taking what you can out of them.
Awesome. Mr. Joey?
All right. So I've had a lot of shows on eBay. I've shipped out over 250 packages already. And he is right by the weight. So there are certain instances where you have it set up, because you have to have it set up so that you have a weight and the box dimension in there, where you can set up a couple of different ones. But I usually use the Gemini box, 13 by 8 by 1, and I use 7 ounces. And depending on how many books are in the package, it could be cheaper, like he said, like Omen said, with over 2 pounds. I've seen where I've had it at 7 ounces, and it told me that I had if I wanted to go USPS ground, that would be $9.32. But when I actually put the regular shipping weight in of what it was, 2 pounds, 4 ounces or something like that, it was only $7.32 to ship ground advantage. So I really didn't understand that too much. And now I understand why that is happening. But basically with the shipping, it's all set in the way you set it up. Am I right, Omen?
Yeah, and that's what I love about that platform.
Yeah. So you set it up however you want to set it up, and then you can send it. I mean, I've gone through where they tell me, oh, you can send it out to a media mail for $4.95. Do I actually trust media mail that they're not going to take it and open it up and see what it is? No. So I'll always turn around and send it out ground advantage. And it is sometimes maybe $1.50 to $2 more to send out ground advantage. It's very expensive to send out priority. I can tell you that right now. It's a lot of money. But
it is definitely up there. And I think that's a great point, Joey, because with these Whatnot changes, if Whatnot gave us the same control over shipping that eBay does, people wouldn't be as afraid and, kind of lackluster on what the fuck we're going to do, because on eBay, you can incorporate any of your shipping material costs into your shipping that the buyer pays.
Mm-hmm.
So I have my incremental weight to accommodate. I believe like every book that they purchase, I set it to 10 cents extra, so that in turn I'm paid for my Geminis and my bags and my boards as well, that I'm investing into my business. And these are very, very minor pay adjustments for the buyers. And, it's something that they don't even notice. So if we had that control on Whatnot, once these ground shipping changes hit, we would be able to incorporate those costs and all would be nice and kosher, but we don't have that yet.
No, and like you said, you do 10 cents, I do 25 cents on extra books.
Nice.
You know, so I do like a $5.50 shipping on the first, and then 25 cents for each book, because it really works out. If they buy 5 books, it's going to actually work out to actually the amount that they're paying for shipping, that I'm going to pay for the shipping.
Nice. And mine's $7 for the first book, 10 cents for each additional. So it really evens out to the same.
Yeah, same thing. It's the same thing, but having control over your shipping charges and how you ship, and the affordability to have USPS, UPS, FedEx, DHL is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so
And what's nice is like the listing I just sold, the buyer used a coupon and wanted priority mail, but because I incurred less of a profit due to the coupon, I was able to select the cheaper shipping service and increase my profits there by a little bit. So
yeah, well, that's the other good thing, is that you can put it up, and somebody wants to ship priority, they're going to pay that priority shipping charge. All right, so you're not going to get dinged for that. The only way you're going to get dinged is international shipping is not that good on eBay. All right, for me right now that it is, because I don't have international shipping. You said that you have yours set up already, right, Roman?
yeah, I haven't had any international buyers. It'll be interesting to play with it and learn as I go.
Right, because like, what was it? Who said that before? Was it Alien?
Yep.
You had that who had the $100 and something charge?
Yeah, it was me, buddy. Yeah, it was 150.
All right, so that happened to me. It cost me $116, but the way they do it on eBay is that it goes to the hub. Okay, they have it's. I think it's in Chicago, right, Omen?
Yeah, the eBay Seller Hub.
The eBay Seller Hub. So what you do?
The woods just on the other side of the city, so it's not so bad.
Yeah, so you actually send it there, and then they actually take care of all the international shipping things that got to get done. So that really takes a lot of extra work from us. But the thing is that if you don't, like, I don't have international shipping yet. For some reason, I can't get it. They said I got to sell more or whatever it is. But for me to send out international shipping, I had to actually tell the one person, "Here, I'll ship it to you, not a problem." I had to send it to Whatnot. All right, and it cost him $34, but I put a couple of extra books in there for him.
No, they're kind of like.
Oh, Alien's gone robot
like
again.
Geofencing eBay CA. So in other words, I can't sell internationally on eBay.ca.
Oh, you can't? You're gonna get you'll probably get international buyers in your shows and everything like that. But if you go to your account settings and click on your shipping preferences, right, on the very top you should see international shipping. All right, Omen sees that on his, but I don't. So I don't have the ability to utilize that, and that's why I have the exorbitant charges that I gotta incur on my end. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is an odd one. What's nice is you can ask the mentor. I'll send you that link.
Yep.
So you can shoot them a message and see what's up with that access.
Yeah. Who do you got?
I forget their name. I haven't reached out to them in a few. Yeah, I think it was Gail.
Gail and the other one. Yeah, okay, Gail and then everything. Because I reached out to her and she said that you're not able to right now because you're going to have to be on for a little bit longer or sell more or whatever. But, I chalk it up to this. And if somebody wants something and they're international, they know I can actually do it. I'll ship it through Pirate Ship would be a lot cheaper also.
Okay, let's move on. Mr. Soderpop, I know you're not on eBay Live, but I assume you're probably at least looking at doing so?
Potentially in the future, right? I'm going to actually start with Instagram first. So that is my plan. I'm starting to make posts on there so I can get more people so I can do that.
Okay. Well, um, well, that's the thing is branching out. Um, do you think with some of the things that you're hearing about whatnot, or sorry, about eBay Live, do you think it could possibly change your thinking on whether you use whatnot as your main platform when you're actually going to get better prices on eBay Live?
Oh yeah, I'm considering everything. Again, for me, it's a matter of time. I I don't have a lot of wiggle room in what I'm doing. I'm up late. I'm processing books every day. If I'm not doing a show, I'm packaging, I'm processing, prepping, loading stuff in. Um, it, there's a lot of work that goes into it because I don't just, randomly run random books and shit. I thoroughly curate to make sure that, most of the time I sell out all my everything on a Sunday. That's intentional because of who and what I'm trying to attract. But all that being said, it's not an excuse. I don't know enough about it to say I'm going to jump on it. I got to put all my focus on it. Yeah, I got to start somewhere. And with me, just getting for me with Instagram, I'm hitting myself twice. I'm getting my name out there more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm building an opportunity to be able to sell on another platform. But so to me, that's why I started there, just because I do need more exposure. Yes, I can probably make a little bit more money on eBay, right now, but between time and wanting to expand the brand, if you will, for me, I personally felt that was the route that I needed to go first. And I could be completely wrong. I'm not saying I'm right by no means.
Oh no, trust me, all the work that you're doing on Instagram, whether you actually sell on Instagram, all the work you're doing is foundation for everything else. Getting that social media. And by the way, everybody follow everybody here. Get everybody's Instagram, because we want everyone at least over 1,000 people so that they can do live shows on Instagram if they want.
And that's what I'm shooting for. Yeah.
Yeah, you need that 1,000 followers, and you're gonna be giving me reach arounds for the next year after Terrificon for the tools that I've got coming up that are going to help you. So
let me ask you a question. Did you apply for eBay Live yet or no?
I honestly, I have not. Seriously, I haven't. I've delved in. I've followed people that I follow, like sellers that I follow on Whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I started following them, shooting them little messages, getting little follows back too. So, it's again, if I could focus more on something like that, but my time is what it is. Do I not build my shows and curate that and be as successful, profitable wise? Do I not do Whatnot? Why not? Do I not participate in other things that are building my brand? The money, I'm not worried about the money. I can hustle, but the money is important, but I can do it easier once I'm bigger, if that makes sense.
Yep.
I don't have to work as hard to get as much. So if I continue to work as hard, that means I'm just going to get more, if that makes sense. So,
well, you're going to need more, especially growing. You're going to need to
while I'm growing,
more people to help you out, which brings your profit margin down again.
No, and I totally get that, but I'm really close to that spot. But the way that I'm doing it, I'm trying to grow responsibly to where I don't hire too quick, where my margins are increasing with the same model that I'm working, just kind of working the brand more than the product. We invested. We did that, but I think everybody needs to reinvest in their business. That's just common sense and how you're going to grow. But the branding aspect, the name recognition. I mean, I have whales that come into my show now. So doing the same amount of work, my profit margins have increased by like 30% by doing the same amount of work, except for the branding aspect. So with that, I have more money coming in, which means the time that I'm spending, I got to tweak somehow. But if it's going to adjust my profit margins, I can't have it adjusted too low. I got to break where I was doing okay, and because I'm doing great now. But I understand when I have to dial it down on one aspect to shift the attention to another, that part's going to drop a little bit. But I can't go below all my bills are paid. I can buy inventory. I can do stuff like this, it's a lot, man. And I know I'm kind of sounding like I'm all over the board, but it's because I am. There's a lot that goes on with all this stuff, and I manage it like a fucking business. There's and there's time. So, yeah,
I agree. Well, I like getting there. I'm with you. But moving on to skipping, and I know she doesn't do it with comics, and I don't think she will do the eBay, but I know she's on eBay. But with things like your stones and your whatever stuff that you are looking to do down the road, are you going to maybe move away from whatnot in the future for certain aspects of your business to something like an eBay Live, because it provides you with everything you need with a lot of the hassles you don't want?
Yeah, actually, I am sitting back, observing this with intention. That I am considering applying to be able to sell live, and maybe doing that with some of the cards, and maybe doing that with some of the other categories, because I do know it does bring a higher profit, typically, because it has a higher viewership, have more eyes on it. And we've talked about on the backside of things about the card collection and what I have, or what I believe I have, and I'm looking at other options because of my experience on whatnot. And it's not that it's been a bad experience at all, and I'm not saying that, but I do think that leaving that door open for possibilities is a good thing. I've had good experience for the most part on eBay on the stagnant sales. And it certainly has been a blessing to my family. I mean, I'm not the only one in my family that has sold. My ex sold on eBay for years and supported himself very nicely. And so I can't turn away from that. Am I a big fan of eBay as a whole? No, but I'm not a big fan of whatnot either in a whole, as we've discussed the faults of it. It's got its good parts, it's got its bad parts, but it certainly is an avenue of earning money and making a living for ourselves without having to clock in every day. So yeah, I'm looking at it, and I was thinking about maybe next month applying and seeing where it goes from there, and giving it a shot with the cards. But I'm also on the same page as Rick, where it's like the time and then the focus, because I already feel like I've got to almost not start over, because you're not starting over when you've got almost 8,000 followers and 20 some thousand sales and stuff like that, but completely changing categories. Your clientele, there's a lot of clientele that's not going to cross over, right? So there is an aspect that I'm starting over, and that's kind of nerve wracking and exciting, and um, leaves questions and doubts where, and how am I going to do it the same way as I do comics? Am I going to do it differently? And I've kind of narrowed down my thoughts in a lot of that and how I'm going to proceed, and as far as the whatnot goes, and moving forward. But yeah, I am. I'm looking at eBay Live as a future possibility of maybe doing half my shows on there and half my shows on whatnot.
I'm waiting to see how you guys do first. So, I mean,
we're letting you jump in the water and see if there's any rocks in there first.
yeah, I was the dumbass that didn't have all this stuff and learned every lesson the hard way. So
Yep.
I'm kind of letting somebody else be the crash test dummy on this shit. So
Somebody's got to be the canary.
Yeah, but I can tell you right now that on the margin side, compared from whatnot to eBay, it's a lot more margin I see coming back. Like Gimroy, the return on investment is definitely better than the whatnot, because there's different thinking on sales on whatnot compared to sales on eBay Live.
So is it auctions or you just run? I mean, it's basically a claim show, right?
Yeah. So let me tell you how
it's auctions.
I'll tell you exactly
Same
how.
style.
Like what West Coast Dave Enger does, or like what Future Pass does on
No, it's auctions.
It's
Just
the
like
same
what?
exact thing. Same exact.
It's
setup.
auctions, but the thing is that you have your multiple ways of doing things. You can do it randomly and just set up random templates, one random template and run your stuff like that. Or you can list your stuff the way that you want to do it. You could actually put everything in your shop, okay, in your eBay store, and then bring it over and auction it that way. Or right now, what I do is everything that's in my shop is all bin items. The only thing you can't do is in your store, if you have it set as an offer, it will not transfer over to eBay Live sales. So you have to have it just straightforward. Buy it now, and then you can actually list them in your show. You can pick and choose whatever you want.
You guys sell on eBay prior to doing this?
Yeah.
Actually, I sold on eBay like maybe 5 years ago when I stopped, but now it's a little bit different. Now I have to, so now I'm doing it.
Okay, because my thing, I haven't sold on eBay since early 2000 when I sold my entire comic book collection. So I don't have any followers on there.
You don't need any followers.
No.
It really doesn't operate like that.
Not at all.
Way on whatnot you're fighting the algorithm, and on eBay you're just there. You just kind of exist in the space, and they come across you as they would anybody else. So it's all kind of fair opportunity in a sense.
Yeah.
Which I like and appreciate. And to Joey's point, I just load everything up in my bin, and it's nice just waking up with those side sales. And then transferring them into my eBay Live as I sell. That's helped out a ton too in the few shows that I did run. I didn't, even my first few shows, I didn't have a dry show. They were still, I would call them successful, even though they were smaller margin. From starting from scratch, definitely expected a little worse. So I was happy to see it, and I do recommend everybody at least apply and just keep that door open. Get yourself approved so that if you do decide to, you're not playing that waiting game, because it can be anywhere from 1 week they reach back out or 6 months. So definitely fill out the app.
Let's hear from Alien, since he's new. He's just got, I think you said today was your first setup.
Yeah, actually yesterday it was, but it's just like my first meeting. But I just want to throw this out there, guys. They'll pay you to be an eBay seller. Now, I don't know if that's just for Canada or not, but it's worth asking your guy, because the guy that talked to me on the phone, he was like, we're putting money behind this. We're going to be paying you guys. And you have discounts until February, I believe was the date, the cutoff. So there is that. And about the question in the chat, I studied the intellectual property a little bit, And from my interpretation, and I'm not a lawyer, but from my interpretation of it, if you own the music, you could probably play it. Like, because I have all these CDs, right, that I imported all my music from, so I do own them. From that perspective, right? Like, have a license.
No. Unfortunately, on legal,
Yeah.
you lease them. You don't own them.
Yes.
No, I have the
So if
CDs.
you-
I'm telling you, I bought.
No.
Yeah, you still don't
It doesn't
own
matter. You still don't own the music. You own the physical CD.
Yeah. Okay. Copy of it.
You need to own the rights.
Now they'll tell you that you're not allowed to play that copyrighted music, but as I just put in the chat, if you go and look in all the comic streams, they're playing copyrighted music, and they've been on there for quite some time. So I think it's one of those things. If you do everything kosher and put out good customer service and good content, they're not going to hound you unless you have a problem.
No, it'll
That's
be
my
just like everyone else.
interpretation too, in a way, because the way the guy was talking to me was, he was like, you look like your online profile is really good. We want you on eBay Live as long as you maintain that above standard, I guess they call it.
Top rated.
Yeah, top rated and above standard. But they care, like, they want you top rated, but you have to be just above standard, I guess.
Yes.
To keep going. And so that they looks like they're focusing more on the success of the seller. Given the fact that there's 2 workshops, I got my next one next week. And then you're assigned, Joe, you're assigned a guy, right, Omen? A person?
Yeah, you get assigned right after, I think it's after your 10th show, you get assigned a dedicated person that you deal with.
Awesome. Okay.
But the one thing that I do see on eBay Live, okay, is that, I mean, you look at a product that you have, okay, you're asking for a certain price on that, okay. If you put that on Whatnot, you're going to get haggled back and forth that they don't want to pay the price, or you got to sell it at a lower price. On eBay Live, you got people saying, "Hey, what's that book over there?" And you explain to him what it is, how much. Okay, run it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of the stuff that I see. So that's why I'm saying your return on investments is a lot bigger than what it is on Whatnot.
And that's just the brand and the image and what it is. I mean, eBay has been that respected marketplace for some time, whereas Whatnot has kind of gained that reputation of, hey, we're an online garage sale type of marketplace where you go to get steals and deals and free Lamborghinis from Mr. Beast. So it just kind of comes with the territory now.
No one's getting those. Only his buddy gets them.
Yeah.
But I think you'll be fine, Ellie. I don't think you'll have a problem with it. Once your first show is going to be like, you don't know what you're going to expect, but you should be fine. Your people will find you. I know that for a fact.
Thanks,
and
buddy.
I think you're going to find more success, man, because I mean, I can't really speak entirely on Canada, but I feel that more Canadians are familiar with eBay than Whatnot.
I would say
entirely.
Well,
So
you can pay with
good for-
PayPal.
yeah, I think you're going to find a whole new crowd that you didn't know existed, and I hope it goes extremely, extremely well for you.
I can tell you, you'll get people that'll come in your room and they're like, "Holy crap," and all this and everything like that. And before you know it, they called 5 friends to come in your room to go along with you on your show.
It's kind of ironic
it's,
because I
interesting
started
place.
watching eBay Live streams like maybe 2 years ago. I feel like it was 24. And then Whatnot came out, and or maybe I just discovered it. But anyway, I jumped on Whatnot, and I'm like, wow, this is exactly what we want as eBay people, right? And now they've got it, so it's kind of full circle.
Yeah. Well, that pretty much like fills it out. I mean, I think as like I'm hearing a lot of what Whatnot was like at the beginning.
Yes.
In
I can
eBay
tell you.
Live. So I don't know 3-4 years down the road.
Well, understand
what
this,
it's going to
that
be.
eBay Live is still beta.
Yeah. Well, so is
Yeah.
Whatnot. So is Whatnot, actually. So is Gmail.
Is it?
In fact,
Yeah,
Gmail is
Gmail.
still beta.
What about AOL?
But I think the big key difference is eBay is much more in sync with its buyers and sellers and
Yes.
willing to bring you in on that conversation, listen to you, take your feedback and your advice. Whereas Whatnot is very clearly profit seeking and does not listen to the buyer or seller, as we discussed earlier in the episode. So,
Yeah.
Well, that
So,
may be, and at least they can. At least eBay's already gone through the, being public and all that extra stuff. So
Yeah.
3 years down the road, they may not fall into the same traps because they don't need to. I don't know. I'm bringing it. You guys that have experienced it, we like to have updates. I think we're going to continue probably doing more updates as it fleshes out. So.
Omen, did you get an email from eBay about getting a free book that they got published by DC?
I'll check it out. I don't think so. I haven't checked my email in like a week.
So
with you. I'm kind of guilty.
eBay sent out an email last week. I got it that they're actually producing a Batman Catwoman comic from DC, which they gave to all their comic sellers and all, whoever else, whatever's selling comics and stuff like that. And depending on your sales is how many you got free.
That's sweet.
Yeah. So I got 5
check
copies.
it out.
I got 5 copies, so I'm happy with that. That's a free thing, and it's an eBay exclusive.
That's sweet. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out, man. Thank you for letting me know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Flat.
All right. Yep.
Did you want to share that link I sent you?
Oh, yeah. I'll share. Yeah. Hold on. Sorry.
All right, cool. So I just grokked it earlier, guys, about the shipping, keeping up to date stuff. If you tap on the link that Flat's going to show you, it'll have you some links you can check and some places you can sign up and some update places. Yeah, and just bookmark it.
Yeah, I'm just going to share the screen. Grok. Yeah.
Oh, you want to know one other good thing that you can do in eBay Live?
Yeah.
Is you can actually start an auction and stop it.
What?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, you can
That is
reset it.
awesome. I made a mistake and I ran a bundle for $3, and I as soon as I clicked the button, I knew it, and then there's a button right there that you can just boom, and it's over.
As long as no one's bid.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so share this grok conversation with everybody, I guess, Flat, and then folks
Yeah,
can read.
I'm gonna put it in the.
But yeah,
in the chat.
Basic. Yeah, there you go, beauty. So basically, it's just like a couple of places you can bookmark and sign up for, and there's a couple of different strategies there. I just didn't want to forget. Sorry.
Yep. No worries. We were getting to the end anyways. Unless anyone has something specific that they wanted to discuss.
Yes, I got one thing.
Okay, sure.
All right, so Omen, you already got the Poshmark order, right, for the boxes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are they plain boxes or do they have anything written
Oh
on
wait, my bad. I haven't gotten boxes. I've only ordered the bubble mailers to use in my
what are the
Ground
bubble
Advantage
mailers
boxes that it's the same as the white bubble mailer, the priority bubble mailers. It's just brown and it says Ground Advantage shipping envelope.
Okay, so I guess the boxes, because I went on like Flat Earth did it last week. I went on, I think 2 or 3 days ago, and I ordered 50 and 50.
They're pretty large boxes if you look at the dimensions.
Yeah, it says it right when you
just measure
order
it out. Yeah, you'll once you see the dimensions, you'll realize how big the boxes are. I don't think it's one that you can ship comics in, unfortunately. But those
Really?
bubble mailers
Well,
are
no,
definitely usable.
It's the box is the same as a large rate boxes essentially.
Oh, really? Then
It's
I must have been looking at a different one.
14 by something. Hold on. I'll bring it up. Hold on.
Yeah, bring it
Nice.
up. I want to
That's
see it again.
doable then. Yeah, that's.
I think that's
definitely
the
doable.
14s are like side loaders on the priority.
No, there's no side loader style. They don't
No,
have.
they're all top loaders, but
Yeah, it's going to be like
Yeah.
a large shipping box essentially.
Yeah. Okay, it was under seller tools.
I just
down
want to
at
see the
bottom.
quality of the boxes. I mean, crush proof wise and stuff like that.
Oh, they're going to be the same exact material.
Yeah. Okay, it is the box number 1 is 12 and 1/4 by 12 by 8.5.
All right, so that is a large flat rate box.
Yeah. We have box 2, which is 14 and 7/8, so basically 15 by 7 and 3/8, so basically 7.5, whatever, and 5 by 5 1/4. So it's a little bit bigger than a side load.
Yeah, a little bit bigger than the side loader, but yeah, I think it's doable though. I think it's doable to send comics in.
Actually, this may and I as Skippin said on her show, my stuff got sent out, but it seems like it got sent. I did 3 different ones, and I got 3 different orders shipped. I got shipping like it was like each one, each
Yeah,
different
they send
type
them out
different.
very, very differently. Like I got 4 separate packages for 2 of the items I ordered. So I think they split it in 2s or whatever. But yeah, it always comes in a weird denomination.
Yeah, so I'm waiting. They'll probably be there next Tuesday. I just got the last one, the last notification I think earlier today. So, but I mean they're shipped, so it's like is it going to hurt? No. In fact, if they're a little bit bigger than side loaders, I actually like it because I have to squish down when I do when I send out slabs. I use the CGC pillow stuff, and I put the slabs inside. So there is no way they're getting.
So let me ask you a question. I use for shipping out my slabs. I use the side loaders, the 15s.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
They're 15. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's 2 different sizes on the side loaders that nobody knows about, and also on the flat rate boxes, the large flat rate boxes. There's a 6-inch.
So that's the priority mail, right, buddy? The United States priority mail. The white one, the United States priority mail. Oh yeah, I collect those suckers. They're great.
I use the 15s. Are we going to be able to fit a slab in one of those?
I'm trying to remember. Yeah.
Yeah,
in a priority mail large shipping box, I can't fit a slab. I'm just not comfortable with it. I've received slabs in a large shipping box with no padding, so it is doable if you put no padding, but I just don't trust it.
I do them. I do them in what do you call it? I do them if you get that stuff from CGC. Get the medium, the side loads, the medium flat rates. Or at least whatever.
Well, yeah, up until now, we've been using the side loads, which are nice, and then you can put as much padding as you want.
Yeah.
But for once the ground advantage changes, that's what he was saying was, are we going to
have
a side load option? So we're going to have to find special boxes, probably like, Gemini slab mailers for slabs specifically.
Well, there's actually ones that are made for both slabs, magazines, and comics. All together, they actually make a Gemini specifically for that. It takes three slabs. Although, if you're going to do that, put cardboard in between each slab, because they will hit and crack.
They may grind. Yeah.
I actually put my slabs inside a priority bubble mailer. I put them in. Then I slide it in one, and then I put another one over it on the top, so that it actually protects it.
Yeah, that's been the way until now, but we're gonna have to switch it up August 1st.
Yeah. Well, as I said, I do it in the CGC pillowcase things that they send them to you in, and they are rock solid.
Those are awesome. True.
Yeah, those little black. They're black, and they're pillowcases. They're like air injected.
Oh yeah.
It's like fully enclosed too, right?
Yeah, correct.
If I'm thinking about the same one.
Yeah. There's a little thing at the top. It kind of opens up like a mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I got you. That's
Yeah,
I
those
got
are
one
great.
of my
Yeah.
monitors in there, in one of those bags. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I use them for CGC because that's what it's written CGC on it, right? You get them. I've got like. By the way, if you want them, alien, let me know because John got me a whole full big peanut bag full of them, and he's got more if you need them.
Yeah, maybe shoot me his number. I'll text him.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yep. And I'll bring them over. I'll just bring them in the truck, and then I can just we'll meet up
Okay.
at one of the shows.
I can always meet up with you somewhere. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. No. If there is anything else before we go around the horn and have everybody tell them what you got going on and whatnot. No. Okay. Mr. Soderpop, you're up.
Wake up.
I think we put him.
Sorry, I had to take it off mute. All right. Yeah. You can find us on Soderpop _ comments on whatnot. We do our big show Sundays. Everything starts at $1 at noon Central Time. Then we do Tuesday night trivia, which is kind of fun. I remember about half of it, and the rest of it's a blur, but apparently people seem to like it. You can find me on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, all that fun stuff. Same thing, Soderpop _ comics. Give me a follow, and I will follow you back. I want to hit 1,000 followers on Instagram. That would be cool.
Same name?
Yep, Soderpop _ comics.
Okay, I got you. I'll go
Everybody follow everybody, please. It helps out everybody. Awesome. Skipping, you're up.
Well, hi guys. I'm skipping _stones _vintage on Instagram. You know me on whatnot. Skipping stones. And this weekend I'm going to try and sell the rest of my comics. And also the magazines. I have a very real chance of being done by this weekend. If not, maybe one more show after that, with some of my personal collection being sold. But I'm down to 1, 2, 3. I'm down to 6 long boxes, and plus what's on my wall.
Yeah, you went through a lot.
Yeah, I did. It's been a very fun ride, and I'm sad to see it over. It's coming to an end as far as the comics go, but I'm excited, like I was saying, about the new venture. And owner and I was talking today, and I may do some of the movies that I have as well coming up soon. For any of you guys that are into the whole movie thing and video games, because I've got a lot of those as well. And of course, after that comes records and some of the other, posters and a long list of other things that I have to still liquidate. So I hope that many of you guys will join me along the way. Some of the cards are certainly crossover into the comics, cards, the Batmans and the superheroes and all that stuff, as well as the sports. But yeah, so join me if you guys want to get in on some of these. Like I said, I got 5 or 6 long boxes worth of, and most of it's still new old stock inventory, with just a small amount of the circulated stuff that I still have that I'm going through. And then we close this chapter, at least, and unless we find more books as we go through the shop, that's entirely possible as well. Although we think we've got the majority of them. And I just want to say thank you guys for the amazing ride that it's been. And I hope you guys join me on the other side of what's yet to come.
Yes.
Nice. Mr. Omen.
Yeah, thank you again for having me, Flat. It's always a pleasure being here and chatting it up with you guys and the fam. You can find me on Whatnot and eBay Live as Omen Bids. I'm also on Instagram. I'll be posting there more regularly soon. I also have a Discord server called the Longbox Lounge for comic book buyers and sellers alike. If you're interested in joining,
Can you
that,
send me the
shoot
link?
a message. Yeah, definitely will. Definitely will. I'll be back on Friday. Yeah, definitely will, Alien. We need another Canadian in there. Flat can't be the only one.
All right, buddy.
Hey, you guys, I want to say something too. Owner, happy birthday.
Oh,
What?
thank you. Thank
It's
you.
his
I
bir-
appreciate
it's
it.
his
You didn't
birthday.
even say nothing.
Oh,
No, it's on
Hey, you
Friday.
son of a
It's on
bitch.
Friday.
His
but
birthday's
fucker.
his
enough.
Friday, but he's
Oh,
it's his week, guys. Happy birthday.
Happy
I
birthday.
appreciate
No,
each and every
no.
one of you. Thank you. Thank you. Making me
girls
blush.
have
I can't even
birthday
remember when
weeks,
my birthday
weeks and
is.
months. Guys only have like a couple hours. That's all we get.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
seriously.
I just want to make it all
That is
so
so
everybody knows it's Owner's birthday Friday. And
Thank
I
you.
hope you have the best birthday, however you decide to celebrate.
Yeah,
And
we'll be having a
I
show.
can't wait to hang out with you a little bit on your show.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate all of you. Yeah, I'll probably be doing a show Friday night to celebrate. Kind of becoming an adult now, so going out doesn't feel exactly right. Figured why not celebrate with the Whatnot fam? So I hope to see you all there.
Nice. Awesome. Mr. Alien?
Awesome. Thanks again, Flat Earth and Panelist guys. You guys are amazing. And Chad, thank you so much. Very humbled to be here, guys. And a little bit for Skipping. You're very inspiring in the sense that you have reached that milestone. That's something that I'm going to be doing one day. I mean, the whole goal is to sell everything, right? So,
yeah.
Amen.
Pretty inspiring. You got
Thank you.
there. So, yeah. Anyway, you guys, you can hit me up at aliencomics.ca. I'm also on eBay, Alien Warrior _75, and on Whatnot, Alien Warrior 75. We have lots of rare books, guys, lots of price variants, really hard to find stuff. Come see what you're missing. All right. And we'll be back next Wednesday for our weekly Whatnot show. And I'll be following up on eBay. All right. We'll see you guys.
Awesome. And to take it on home, Mr. Joey.
Okay. First of all, Flat Earth Santa, thank you again. I appreciate it. All you guys on the panel, everybody, Skipping, Alien, Omen, Soda, Punisher, Jenny Jingles. You know, like I said, I have a lot of fun doing this, but on Whatnot, you can find me under Joey DWW1. Same thing on Instagram. It's going to be changed, though, to the JJ Collectibles. Like it is on TikTok right now. So it's JJ Collectibles on TikTok. And eBay Live is JJ Collectibles also. I made up some thank you cards that actually have the QR codes for the eBay, so you can actually find it a lot easier. And for the Shopify, I'll try to send one of those to you guys. So you have that, so you can find it a lot easier. If you can come to the shows, I appreciate it. If not, it's no worries. You know, I'll try to get you. And Skipping.
Yes.
Did you save my Supergirls?
I sold some of them because I had so many copies, but I do believe there's still some in my stuff.
Okay, please let me know. Just message me and let me know.
Okay, I'll set any of the ones I run across aside and save them for you. And
I'm a Supergirl freak.
He's a freak, a super freak. He's super
Yeah,
freaky.
I'm freaking
Yeah.
out.
Well, why is it? One thing still, I don't get notifications of your shows, Joey. I still don't get them, and I've done the notifications and everything on eBay in the eBay app. I still don't get them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'll see if I can get a fix on that for you.
Nice, yeah, because I always stop by the shows when I can.
Yeah.
But if I don't know they're going on, it's.
Well, I can just send you guys the link in Instagram. I'll just link you guys
Okay.
to the shows that I'm doing.
Perfect.
All right.
Nice. And of course, I'll take it home, I guess, with obviously bragging rights is going to probably go through a little bit of a change. You guys saw a little bit of the change last week. It was getting to be a lot of work, and sometimes I didn't get home in time, and I'm rushing to get stuff done and whatever. People weren't necessarily always signing up, so we were getting the same people week in and week out. So what we're going to do is probably make the show. Yeah, you bring 3 or 4 books, but there's going to be a link in the Instagram group, the Whatnot Why Not. So if you're not in there, let me know. We'll get you in there. And I'll put the link. If you want to come on, you can come on. If you don't, you don't. There's no more competing. It is going to be just, hey, here's some cool books that we have that we got in the past 2 weeks. That's what it's going to be. Or if that doesn't work, we may change it to a Jeopardy type show.
That's
A
cool.
comics
Sign
Jeopardy
me
show.
up. I'll
Wait,
come back
where
next
do you
week.
ask questions?
Yes,
Love
actually
this.
ask questions. Yes.
Oh my!
Yes.
I got one
You're
more
giving
thing
me
for you.
Question, you have to come up with the answer, or is it the other way around? The answer, and you kind of come up with the
Yeah.
question.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
So, Alien, if you have any issues
Yes,
or
sir.
you need to know something about eBay Live, you can always hit me and Omen up, and we can help you out.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right,
That's
thanks,
the least
guys.
we can do
Appreciate
for
that.
you.
Awesome. And
All right, man, I'll share what I know.
cool. And of course, Whatnot Why Not every Wednesdays. I was going to do a show tomorrow night, the Power Hour. Unfortunately, I have to move it to next week, as I'm going to be a client at a client in Toronto all tomorrow. So it is what it is, and yeah, obviously get me on Whatnot, FES Comics. Get me on Instagram at Flat Earth Santa or FES Comics. Get me on pretty much all the socials. And of course, one more thank you to all the panelists. Thank you to the chat. Thank you to the Last Cast crew that has been awesome. What a blast that that raid train and everything was. Also, if you're going to be at Terrificon, everyone's going to be there. The Soda Pops are going to be there. The Surters are going to be there. Punisher Rider's going to be there. Critical Hits is going to be there. The Bailey sisters are going to be there. I'm going to be
Celeste.
there. Like Jay Sless and the Boss. We've got so many people. There is a
Love
goodbye. Lots of comics. Yeah. And
Is Jenny
well,
Jingles going to be there?
yes, you can. Yes, you can come and get Jenny Jingles. You can get a reach around from Jenny Jingles. She needs to buy more meth.
So that's what Jenny Jingles.
Is she from Florida?
Yeah, no. Come out, see us again. Panelists, thank you. You guys are awesome. I love doing it, doing the show with you guys. Chat, we couldn't do it without you. We wouldn't do it without you. You guys make it so much fun. Ask questions. If you want to know stuff, just ask questions in the chat. We'll answer them. The more interactive, the better. It's a lot of fun. helps with the algorithm. Of course, like and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your barber, tell your butcher, tell your candlestick maker. It doesn't matter. Your parole officer, the person that you're in jail with. I don't care. Tell them
I have
all.
none of these people to share with.
but everybody, thank you. It's absolutely awesome. We'll see you guys next week. Everybody, I'm going to play us out, and I'll stick around backstage for just a bit. But everyone, say bye.
Good night, everybody. Thank you
Thank
again. I gotta
you.
go. I gotta go cook.
See you, everybody.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All
See
right.
you guys.
Bye.
This is my kingdom, my paper wasteland. All the calling me, whisper my name.